Flosstube. I am Molly West, the Sensible Stitcher, and today I'm going to show you one finish, my planned new starts for September, and in between I'm going to do a WIP parade. I have, I think, 19 current WIPs, so it won't take too long. I hope you enjoy. Here's my finish. I'm excited. This one was very unexpected. I put a few stitches in this every few days. But it's a small. It's out of the Blackbird Design book, Ooh La La. And it's called The Last Rose of Summer. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm going to turn it into I added backstitch. Some of the floss colors bled in, not bled in, but were almost indistinguishable from my fabric, and so I backstitched around those areas. I'm going to turn it into a little envelope pouch and put lavender in it and keep it in my pajama drawer. So yay, that's done. And I'm gonna start the WIP parade. Here it comes. The first one is Stacy Nash Primitive Prized Pig. Let's see. And I have most of the pig finished, but I still need to stitch in the wreath up above it and finish his face. So that will come back out in October sometime. The next one that I have is a Blackbird Designs Liberty Eagle. And I'm doing the pincushion. Oh, that one was on a 36 count raw. And this one is on 40 count cream Newcastle. And this is what it looks like, or will look like when I'm finished with it. And this is where I am now. And on both of those, I'm just using random overdyed floss that I have in my stash. The next one that I have is Scattered Seed Samplers Faithful Friends. A faithful friend, no S. Oops. This is what it will look like. And this is where I am. The next one that I have is a new start from last month. It's Blackbird, gosh, all my Blackbirds are at the beginning. Blackbird Design Forget Me Not, and I will be pulling this out during Sampler September, so it will get some more love. This is a new start, so not much has happened on this, but this is what it will look like. So pretty. And this is my start. So I still obviously have to finish this, but my favorite thing about this particular design is the color palette. It's not your more traditional kind of deep reds and various neutrals and browns and maroons. I love that it has some pinks and blues in it. Really pretty and really different. My next one is Veronique Engineer Thumbelina, and it is out of the book Fables and Fairy Tales, and I originally bought this book at Joann's, and it has been a treasure. All right, this is what it will look like, and I started down here per my daughter's request. And let's see, this one is very see-through. That's where I am. And my goal on this one is to finish by January for that daughter's birthday. Okay, my next piece is 12 Days of Christmas by Satsuma Street. And this is a restart. I started it as ornaments, and I have restarted it as a sampler. So this will come out during Sampler September also. And this one is on 16 count Aida. Thumbelina is on 32 count bright white 2/2. Blackbird Design Forget Me Not is on 36 count. And I cannot remember. This one's actually on 18 count bright white Aida. I have a long ways to go on this, friends. But the colors are amazing. I cannot wait. So I need to work on this one for sure during Sampler September. The next one is Praiseworthy Stitches Simple Gifts. I just started this one in July. I got some work done on this one during this past month. So here's the size of the whole thing. It's on 36 counts Weigart that was bright white that I coffee and tea dyed. And this month I finished this motif, and I finished the inside of this motif. I stitched in this. I got these flowers put in, and I think maybe this. So I got a little done on there. And even though I guess that's like a quicker sampler, that one does not come out during September for me. The next one that I have is by Leslie Tier, and it's called The Lovebirds. And it is from this book, Oriental Cross Stitch. My things are also different from one another. Variety is the spice of life. And it is part of a trilogy. And the one that I am working on right now is this bottom one. It's so pretty. The little fisherman. And this is on 28 count bright white 2/2. Oh. Pretty, pretty. Okay. The next one that I'm working on is, and this one will come out during Sampler September, is Modern Folk Embroidery. And it's his Japanese sampler. Let me find the cover page. And this cover page is not in color. It's just the black and white. And I'm using a blend of 2 DMCs. And this is where I am on this one. So pretty. I stitch in hand. Sorry about the wrinkles. You know, I stitch in hand unless the fabric is really floppy, then I stick it in a Q-snap. And that's on 28 count bright white 2/2. And that will come out during September. The next one that I have is Birds of a Feather Summer. And I will work on this one more time and then switch out for the fall. And these are all new starts for this year. She's so pretty. And I have a small start on her. I only pull her out twice a month. So I've started in the top left-hand corner. And since you saw this last, I've finished the bird's head. I've added a boat. You know, a little here and a little there. It'll get there eventually. So I will work on this one more time, and then I get to start fall. Okay, my next one is another new start. I can't help myself. This came in, I ordered this from Russia back in May, and it came in the mail. It took, we're almost in September, so it took a while to get here, which is fine. I understand. And it's a kit. It's fully kitted. And it's from Pana. This is the design. And it's Joe the Hipster. And he arrived, and I started him the same day he arrived. All I have is a nose. I don't even know which direction this goes, friends. But it's Joe the Hipster's nose. And he's quite possibly the most fabulous thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, makes my heart so happy. Happy, happy, happy. So anyways, I put stitches in on him right away. The only thing that breaks my heart is he's not a sampler. I'll see him in October, and I can't wait. Let's see, next up I have Sarah Giramani. Presepi, I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is her nativity scene. I hope I'm holding these up long enough. It's been, 108 here in Fort Worth, and I have to get out to the barn to visit my horse. So I'm trying to kind of run through these relatively quickly. Okay, there's where I am. No different than in July. She's beautiful, and I start working on her more in October, November, December, so that will be super fun. Next up is ink circles, and I did get some work done on this one this past month. This is what it looks like, Forest of Sumatra, and I've started in the upper left-hand corner, and I am sort of in, let's see, this range, right in here. And I am stitching this 1/1 on 28 count. So it will be teeny tiny. And I've got it all rolled up. But there's my progress. And it's a lot more, it's so tiny it doesn't look like much, but y'all, that's a lot of progress. And this is on 28 count, coffee dyed, even weave, and I am using collards by WIP. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, my next one is, I think this might be one of my oldest WIPs, and I'm in no rush to get it done. I still enjoy it very much, but I'm just not in any rush to get it finished. Little House Needleworks, the Old West. About the same as you all saw it last time. I don't think I worked on it all this month. Okay, next up is my long dog, and boy did I get a lot done on this one. Oh my stars, I worked so hard on this guy. I would love to get a 2020 finish on him. So he's definitely coming out during Sampler September. So here's Wisdom, and the thing that draws me to this one are the colors. They are just spectacular. So I'm so proud of how much progress I made on this guy. And like I said, I stitch in hand, so I apologize about the wrinkles. So the last time that you guys saw this, I had the peacocks, the words, and I had barely started. I think I had 3 of these flowers put in. So I finished the border down to the bottom corner, and I filled in a bunch of that bottom third, the flower pot in that bottom third. So I'm thrilled with the progress that I made on this one. I stitched on this for many, many days this past month, and it was well worth it. And this will come out again during Sampler September. I would love to get a finish on this, like I said, within the year, because I want to start the companion piece, Virtue. I have it kitted and ready, so that makes it so much fun. Let's see, the next one that I have, okay, is, I am not even going to try to pronounce the next 2 pieces are by this reproduction company. This one is Phronsie, and I refer to it as Phronzie's dog. And I am only stitching the King Charles Cavalier, and I've only stitched the dog bed, the little red dog bed. That's all I've gotten to. The next time I pick it up, I will get started on the actual animal. But my dog bed's done, yay. Okay, the next one I have by the same company, Oh Marie. And I got some work done on this one this last month too. Let's see, Phronzie's dog is on 40 count Valor, and Wisdom, the long dog sampler, is on 28 count even weave bright white. This one is on 28 count 2/2, and it's on an even weave, and I believe the name of this color is Whisper. It's a very, very pretty, sort of easy on the eyes gray. So this month, I feel like this one needs to get a little closer because the colors are so soft and so pretty. So I stitched in more of the roses. This one is off by one, so I need to pick this rose out. But I also stitched in my initials, M and W. And she is coming right along, and I'm gonna pull this young lady back out during Sampler September. She is on my list, and when she is finished, she will look somewhat, I'm making all sorts of color changes, but this is what the sampler looks like, and she's beautiful. The biggest changes that I am making is that I am adding complementary over-dyed variegated floss to the called for DMCs, just to give like the roses and things a little bit more depth. And the other big change that I will be making is on anything that goes real deep, like these kind of maroon flowers, anything that that is in a deeper color, I will lighten it up to be more in keeping with the rest of the color palette. But that's it. I mean, oh, also my initials. So they had this stitched on one side, and then this was on the other. So I basically just flipped. I was lucky because it's an M, so I just put M on one side, flipped it completely upside down, used the exact same pattern, and stitched the W on the other side, because along the bottom it just has the initials for Virgin Mary. So that's it. Hi, Fern. The next one that I have is another Little House Needlework, and it is the Suffrage Act. And this is what it will look like. And this is where I am. So this will be coming out for, 20 or 30 minutes each day during September, even though it's not a sampler, because I need to get it done. And I had a giveaway with that one, and the person who won, where did I put the piece of paper? I'll find it. I have a winner for the giveaway. I believe the name was Jennifer Robertson. My son selected out of a hat, or out of a bowl, and I asked him ahead of time. I said, Chandler, he's been on one other Flosstube. I said, do you want to pick a winner for my Flosstube? Yes. So he came in and he picked the winner, and I videotaped it. And then I asked him if it would be okay for me to upload it onto Flosstube, and he said no. But I didn't feel like I should pick a new winner because one had legitimately been drawn, but he I need to respect his opinion. Even, you know, he has Down syndrome, but I don't want to ever feel as though, you know, I'm exploiting him or doing anything that he wouldn't want. So when I asked for his permission, he said no. I was like, okay. So Jennifer, you won. Congratulations. Send me, put your email in the comments below, and I will find your address and we'll get that going. Okay, my last WIP is my Only Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's the black and white horse. That's the name of it, and it's from, it's on their website. And this guy is about to get moved over to my big stand. I keep thinking that if he's out and on my frame, my big frame, that I will remember to stitch on him a little bit more. I typically don't pencil him in. I grab him when I think about it. So this is where I am on him. This is his neck. This works across his neck, and if I continued out, it would go towards the bridge of his nose. So this is right at his jawline, and you can see I'm starting to move down his head a little bit. This has 290,000 stitches in it, so it'll be a very long time before he gets a finish, but you know, I'm over 1%, so that's great. Okay, new starts for September. This is so fun. I've got several. I'm ambitious. So right now I have, I try to keep about 30 or fewer WIPs. And the way that I do that is I only have 30 project bags. So when those are full, that's my limit. I need to empty some in order to refill them. And right now I'm at 19. I just finished, I had 20 and I just finished that one. So I had all sorts of project bags that needed to get filled. So the first one that I'm starting during Sampler September is Love One Another. And it is from this Blackbird design book for my friend. And this is what, let's see, this is what it looks like. And it is so beautiful. It is, it's kind of a, there's so much restraint. It is so, so pretty. There's something about this one that almost has a contemporary feel to me. Just so pretty. And I will be stitching it on 36 count. I think this is antique white 36 counts Weigart linen. And I have some beautiful NPIs. So pretty. So that is going to be a new start. In fact, I think I start this one on the first day of September. So I'm very, very excited. Cannot wait. So there's one. Let's see. The next one. Oh, I'm so excited about this one too. All right. SL 1862 by Lila Studios. Look at those colors. Oh, friends. That is rockin'. Oh, so pretty. And I am stitching that one on, I think this is 36 count Abecedarian. Beautiful. Those colors, oh, so pretty. Okay, this one is so pretty too. I love them all. You know, you wouldn't pick them if you didn't. Here's Hannah Longstreth. Gorgeous. And I am waiting on my silks to come in from this one, for this one. And I don't know where my fabric is for it. I know I have fabric pulled. Check it out, y'all. I love this. My sister's name is Hannah, and There were lots and lots of Hannahs that stitched samplers, but the colors on this are beautiful and vibrant, and I am so excited. I cannot wait. I think my silks should be here in the next day or two. I ordered them. I gave myself plenty of leeway, but I also am giving, I think, either 3 or 4 days to love one another. So I'm in no rush. Okay, so the next one I'm going to start is Hester Van Dorn. It's Carriage House Samplings. And I don't know which year. This is from 2001. And it's a reproduction. And I am in love with that. It is so beautiful. And I don't think I had ever, you know you've seen something, but maybe you just didn't pay attention to it. And so when I saw this, I think I saw it maybe on Kitten Stitcher's website. I placed a sizable order from her. And when I did see it, I loved it so much, and it's such a pretty size that I ordered 2, one for me and one for you. So if you want to stitch this, just put sampler in somewhere in the comments, B18, you know, all that. Don't say giveaway. And I'll send it to you. I'm so excited. And then the last thing that I am going to work on is I'll be switching. This is another new start. I will be switching my Birds of a Feather 4 Seasons. I don't often do seasonal pieces other than Christmas stitching. I don't stitch much seasonal stuff, so this is really fun and exciting for me. So I am switching over to the autumn. And y'all, she is so wonky. She is my absolute favorite. My youngest daughter is a redhead. So that bright orange hair is just, it's just too much. I love it. So those are my plans for September. Those are all of my WIPs. So what I'm gonna do for this month that's gonna be a little bit different than some of the other months is I'm gonna, put out this video, and I will also put a video at the end, but I'm going to film a stitch with me and kind of talk about how I got into stitching and why. I think if you've been watching for a while, you probably know I have 2 children that have special needs, and that kind of paved the path for me to get into cross stitch. And so I'll kind of talk a little bit about that and what our life is like and kind of what that looks like. I think people are sometimes fascinated about kind of how that works and how that looks. And then, so I will do a stitch with me, and then I'm gonna do a stash dive. I've got so much good stuff. And so I think I'm gonna do those 2 things during the month, and then I'll come back at the very end of the month and show my progress on my samplers, because I plan on working on, the same 8 projects throughout the entire month. So anyways, that's it. I hope everyone has a great September. This has been so fun pulling out old things that I wish that I had started a long time ago, and I finally have a really good excuse to get going on. And I loved knowing I had 10 project bags I could fill. Oh, that brings your heart joy, doesn't it? So anyways, you guys have a wonderful week, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye.